Hey makeup marketers, it's Emily Seagren. You are joining the session on tips on how to sell more Avon online. Today is our first training session in July, and we had a great turnout for June, so I'm hoping the same for July. For those of you who have not been on a call, my name is Emily Seagren. I've been an Avon rep since January 2008. I live in Rockford, Illinois with my husband and 2 children. I was awarded the 2015 Avon Woman of Enterprise Award. I own a licensed Avon Beauty Center that allows me to sell at President's Council level, and I just dropped down from executive to advanced unit leader, but I'm working my way back up. My online sales so far for this year just reached over 30,000, and I have appointed 136 first-gen team members online in 2015. My goal with makeup marketing online is to teach my team momentum as well as many other Avon reps as I can on how to build a stronger online Avon business. Our July series is made up of 4 different sessions. Every session will be Monday night from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Central. Usually we get done a little early, so 6:15 normally we wrap things up. You'll receive the recordings by Wednesday the week of the training, and you will also have permanent access to these trainings. Please do not share your online access code with any of your team members or other Avon reps, but you will have access to the recordings that you buy indefinitely. Tonight's session is obviously tips on how to sell more Avon online. Next week is how to automate your Avon marketing. July 20th, how to convert Avon website visitors into online buyers. July 27th, how to recruit Avon representatives online. So each session is $5, or you can pay $15 for all 4 for the month. If you signed up for just this class and want to upgrade to the month purchase, you can do that by using code ALL4, and I will include that in our follow-up email. That will give you $5 off your training since you already paid for this evening. I have also added some new training material. I have made all of the sessions from June available as a DVD and workbook combo. So you can purchase that whole bundle for $40. It will include all 5 trainings on DVD and then a workbook to go along with it so you can follow and take notes. You can buy them also individually for $10 for each DVD and workbook set. You can find all of my training at makeupmarketingonline.com/avon-training. You also can still purchase access to the June sessions. It's $20 for online access to the recordings, or $5 each individually. You can also find information on there on the Makeup Marketing Online website. So for today's agenda, we are going to talk about 6 ideas for building your Avon business online. We are going to cover ways to customize your Avon.com, including the automated email program, customizing your home page, utilizing the social media center, posting the newsletter sign up and Believe in Your Business widgets. We're going to take a look at the Avon blog, and then also connecting your social media profiles to your Avon e-store. I'll show you real quick how to use campaign mailer if that's something you're interested in, and how we can find Avon free shipping and discount codes. We will talk about promoting your business on social media, connecting Twitter to Facebook, using Buffer or scheduling your social media posts, taking the power of 3 or 5 and applying it to social media, and promoting yourself with cross-links across your social media profiles. We'll talk about some of my favorite reps to follow, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end. So let's start with our number 6 tip, cross-linking. Be sure to cross-link, and what I mean by that is sharing your URL to your social media profiles on each one, so that if you're on Facebook, you can see where someone's Twitter profile is at. If you're on Twitter, you can see someone's Pinterest profile. So we always want to promote our different social media websites. You want to include them if you are already writing blog articles. Make sure you say at the bottom somewhere, connect with me on these social media websites, and list all of your profiles at the end of every blog. The idea is to get people to subscribe to you so that they're getting communication from you, whether that's through emails, blog articles, or on social media. Be sure to share it in videos. If you make your own YouTube videos, make sure you do the links. It's called annotations on there, where you can add in a link to say, subscribe to me on YouTube. And then when your video is over, you can create another link saying, visit my website at blah, blah, blah. And you can have it so that they can click right through, so after they're done with the video, they still learn more from you. You can list on YourAvon.com. There's a social media connection tool, and I'll show you how to use that for you to list all of your profiles in there. So your goal should be to get a subscription and be able to provide continuous marketing to your audience. So one way or another, you want their contact information so that you can continue marketing to them and reminding them that you are the Avon rep that they want to buy from. Like I mentioned, you want to get them to subscribe to your blog, your YouTube channel, or your automated email program. Tip number 5, social media. Promote your Avon business on social media frequently and consistently. So I kind of laugh when I hear people say, well, I'm going to bother people if I post too much. Facebook especially has made that pretty much non-existent, because even though you have built up a big following, they have made it so they only show your posts to a small number of people that have become a fan or subscribe to you. So even though you're posting 3 times a day, it doesn't mean that everyone is seeing your post 3 times a day. So you want to post consistently and post frequently, because the more times you post, the more people are going to see it. I'm not saying to post to each social media website 10 times a day, but you know, you may want to consider 2 to 3 times a day instead of just once. My top referral sources. So in some of the other trainings, we've talked about looking at our stats and determining how to use those stats to allocate your time and figure out your schedule. Well, my number 1 referral source is search engines. So websites like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. I know they're sending 82% of my traffic to my website. So I'm going to spend about 80% of my time working on my blog posts, because that's how people find me in the search engines. They'll do a search for a certain keyword, and one of my blog articles will come up, and that's how they find my website. My number 2 referral source is Facebook. Number 3 is Pinterest, and number 4 and 5 is LinkedIn and Twitter. So you can see with about 80% of my traffic coming from search engines and 13% coming from Facebook, I want to make sure I'm not spending the majority of my time on Facebook because I know that it's not paying off as much as when I spend my time building new blog material. Use an automated program to schedule social media posts. Like I've talked about several times, I do like the Buffer tool. It's at bufferapp.com, BUFFERAPP.com, and we will be covering that next week in our How to Automate Your Avon Marketing session. So be sure to check that out. I'll show you real quickly how I use it in today's lesson. Be sure you alternate types of posts and content. So by types of posts, I mean that you can post links, you can post images, you can do a status update, and you can share videos. So those are pretty much the 4 basic types of posts. Make sure that you alternate them because maybe your video posts will get more interaction than your image post, and vice versa. So you want to provide different types of posts, and you want to post different content. And if you are in leadership, make sure that you're spending time posting about the opportunity just as much as you are marketing products. So we all know that Avon customers like to learn about new products, they like to hear about sales, and they love our Avon specials, especially those big bundles that they can get for 10 or 12 bucks. So make sure when you're sharing content, you share the right types of information. So you want something that's going to attract your customers to your website. So you want to share especially free shipping codes, coupons, discounts, new products, sales, and specials. Use hashtags, tags, and keywords. So hashtags are basically a way to categorize your posts. Someone can click on a hashtag or search for a hashtag and see relevant posts that come up for that topic. So if you were posting, say, buy Avon makeup remover, it's on sale for 99 cents this campaign. You might use hashtag makeup, hashtag beauty, hashtag sale, hashtag Avon. So I like to use about 3 to 5 hashtags to categorize my post. And you can include those on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. Those are the 4 websites that I use hashtags on. You can tag people on your Facebook posts, but I say to do that with caution. Please do not go tagging your fellow Avon reps who have built up big networks if you're trying to sell or recruit. It's just not proper etiquette. You can tag your team members if you're saying great job to your team. That's a good example of when tagging would apply. If you are thanking people, you can tag them that way. I like to, if I'm writing a post about a leadership article or giving sales tips, I like to tag some of my top reps in sales and leadership. It's a good way to bring posts to people's attention. It is not a way to gain popularity by tagging your fellow Avon reps. Be sure to use keywords in your social media posts because a lot of the social media posts do get indexed by search engines. And use the time you spend on social media to network. So if you do decide to automate your marketing, it helps to automate your social media posts so that when you do get on there, you can spend your time networking. So you can like people's posts, you can comment, you can answer questions, you can post in different groups on Facebook. Instead of spending your time creating posts when you're on those social media sites, I like to schedule them out so that when I'm on there I can actually network with friends and family and Avon acquaintances. So having said that, make sure you're always connecting with new people. Look for people you have something in common with. If you go on Facebook and you click on the friend request little icon up in the corner, the right corner there, it'll say people you may know, and it'll have people that you have friends in common with. So make sure you're connecting with new people every day and building your network. If you want to use social media for your Avon business, you need to always be expanding and getting yourself out there. Tip number 4, customize your Avon website. Okay, so customize your Avon website to draw in more traffic and encourage online shopping. I have this in all caps because I really mean it. Turn on your automated email program. So many people are so hesitant on doing that. Oh, Avon sends out too many emails, and I get too many people contacting me saying that they're annoyed. And guess what? That happens not very often. I have, I don't even know how many contacts I have in my email address book now, but it's probably over 3,000. And I don't even remember the last time someone complained to me about getting an email from me. So guess what? There is an unsubscribe option on there. If they don't like how many emails they're getting, you can tell them how to unsubscribe. The payoff of having it turned on is going to be much greater than the nuisance you get from the 2 or 3 people that complain in a year. So just as an example, I wanted to show you Avon is now letting us see some of our direct delivery stats on the downline manager. And in campaign 14, I've had 23 team members with direct delivery orders. There is not one that does not have the automated email program turned on. So hopefully I've proved my point there that you need to have that turned on. It definitely helps bring in the sales. Customize your homepage. If you have the time, it's great to post on your homepage what campaign your e-store is on and how they can shop it, which dates they can shop it, and maybe a current coupon code. I also like to put on there how they can sign up on my team. So every time I reach out to a prospective customer or team member, I try to offer 3 opportunities. The opportunity to shop on my website, the opportunity to buy from me, or the opportunity to join my team. Same thing goes with your catalog. So anytime you're trying to market yourself, whether it's online or on paper, try to offer those 3 opportunities. Use your social media center for quick sharing and no-brainer content. Avon has created this so that it is so simple to share from the social media center. Most of the posts already have content, and some of them even have hashtags. They have personalized links, so it goes back to your specific Avon website. And it's just an easy way to go through and share every campaign. It's a great way to add to your content. Use the newsletter and Believe in Your Business widgets to capture information from your website visitors. So I'm going to show you how to make sure that those 2 important widgets that collect information are on the front of your website. Post information on your Avon blog. Now I know this is not the greatest blog design out there, but hopefully it'll improve in time, and it is still a way to provide information to your customers. So make sure that you are taking advantage of that Avon blog, even if you're not posting it to it as much as your other blog site or other social media websites. And then finally, use the social media connection tool to link all your social media profiles to your Avon e-store. Okay, tip number 3, Avon promotions. Take advantage of Avon free shipping, discounts, and promotional offers. So are you aware of what your Avon customers are getting from Avon? You definitely want to know what's going on, the communications that are going out to your customers, so that you are better equipped to answer questions. Make sure that you use free shipping, discount, and coupon codes to entice online browsers. And by that I mean online shopping browsers, not the internet browser. So, you know, who doesn't like free shipping or 20% off coupon? I know that when I am shopping with a store, I would prefer to get a discount for my next shopping trip than I would for someone to say thank you for shopping here. So it's just kind of a goodwill thing to put out there and say, hey, you shop with me, you get free shipping. Make sure you're clear on the terms of the offer. So you always want to include, number 1, what the offer is. Number 2, the code that you need to use to get the offer. Number 3, the expiration date, if it expires. Number 4, your website address. And then number 5, hashtags, if applicable. So if it is a site that works with hashtags, be sure to include those to maximize your exposure. Sign up for your own email by registering as a customer or through the e-newsletter widget. Now, I know a lot of people have problems getting this, so I recommend doing both, because sometimes people sign up for their own email and they still don't get it. So number 1, you need to make sure your automated email program is checked on before you sign up, because you're not going to get anything if you don't have the automated email program turned on. Sign up as a customer and then also register through your e-newsletter widget. It's better to have it twice than not to have it at all. So make sure that you are signed up, and you should start getting those emails every day. Check retailmenot.com. A lot of times I'll see coupon offers on there that I don't see anywhere else. So they do work for our customers, even if we didn't see them directly from Avon. And a way you can test that is to, once you're signed up as a customer, to log into your Avon e-store as a customer would, add a few things to your cart, make sure you meet the minimum. So if it's $40, say it's 20% off a $50 order, make sure you have $50 worth of stuff in there. Then you can put in the code and it will tell you whether it's invalid or it's been applied. So make sure you're logged in first, because it won't work if you're not logged in. Log in as a customer, add stuff to your cart, enter the promotional code, and hit apply, and you'll see whether it works or not before you broadcast it everywhere. Check your Avon e-store. A lot of times there'll be a free gift offer or free shipping offers will be posted on our e-store. It's another way that you can get images for advertising these specials. And then share it on your blog and social media websites. So what I like to do when I see a promotional offer for customers, I like to take that offer, create a blog post about it, publish it, and then share the link to that blog post on all of my different social media websites. Tip number 2, follow up with catalogs. Use your Avon Store, aka Avon catalogs, as ultimate selling tools. So this is what I just mentioned about making sure you offer 3 different opportunities to everyone that you touch, whether it's online or in person. Follow up with face-to-face and online customers with Avon catalogs. Now I just want to show you, I had a huge increase in online sales from 2013 to 2014, and I can attribute that to, I do think it was two major things. Number one was that I started mailing out more catalogs to my online customers, and the number two thing was that I created more blog posts. So you can see in 2013, I mailed out almost 1,600 catalogs through Campaign Mailer, and this is just to my e-customers. It doesn't count my face-to-face customers. So I sent out an average of 61 catalogs per campaign. I spent about $1,600 on those catalogs, and that included the book itself, the postage, and the time it took for Campaign Mailer to mail all that out for me. So I think $1,600 is a pretty good deal. $1 a catalog. I definitely couldn't even get close to doing that myself and doing it for that cost. Nor do I want to invest the time it would take to do that. So in 2013, I ended up with almost $14,000 in online sales. Well, 2014, I mailed out almost 2,600 catalogs, an average of 99 per campaign. I spent $2,600, almost 1,000 more than I did in 2013, and my sales were almost 32,000. Let's see, almost 33,000 higher than the year before. So again, I attribute that to mailing out more catalogs and doing more blog posts. 2015 so far, I have mailed out 2,334 catalogs, an average of 167 per campaign. So that will end up costing me, if I do the same amount through the rest of the year, it'll end up costing me about $4,300, but I should see about an $11,000 increase in my sales from last year online. So like I said, keep track of your stats, keep track of what you spend on advertising and marketing. If it's paying off, keep doing it. And this year I decided to mail catalogs to anyone who's placed an order with me in the past 2 months instead of just 1 month like I did in 2014. So it is paying off for me. So if you can afford it, you may want to take a look at Campaign Mailer or Consultant Depot. You have to look at your time as an asset. How much is it worth for you to free up some of your time? Because Campaign Mailer does my mailing for me, saves me a ton of time. It's a huge weight off my shoulders, and I get really good payout from it. So like I said, I couldn't do that cheaper myself. I don't want to go through the pain of getting a bulk mailing license. I don't want to sit there and label all my books and ship them out. It's just too much time, and I know I can make more money by working on other things. Sign up for a sample. You can sign up for an example from both companies to see which one you prefer, and obviously compare pricing, features, and convenience. That's my recommendation. Back when I was looking at both companies, I did request a sample and compared those things to choose a company to go with. Use labels to encourage online shopping and customer loyalty. So use your labels to tell your customers about discount codes. You can tell them about free shipping. I always put one on the front of the book saying that they can save 20% on a $50 order by using code WELCOME or Thank You 20. I know that both of those codes work one time for each person. So again, it's another way of thanking my customers for shopping with me, and it's a way to encourage them to shop online. And I like to put it on the front of the book with a brightly colored label to grab their attention. Okay, tip number 1, blog, blog, blog. So start an Avon blog to share info on promotions, products, the opportunity, recognition, and tips. Like I said, 82% of my website traffic comes from search engines, meaning people are coming across my blog posts and it's bringing them to my website. So I know that I want to spend about 80% of my time on my blog because that's my moneymaker. That's where my traffic comes from, and that's where a lot of my customers come from. So if you did not view the video or complete the training on tracking your stats, that may be something you want to do because it really helps you decide how to allocate your time. Write frequently, but write informative posts. Content is king. So what I mean by that is you don't want to just sit there and come up with a paragraph every single day and just post so that you have blog posts. You want them to contain good information and be helpful to the reader. Use call to actions at the beginning and end of posts. So if I'm creating a post about a special in campaign 14, I want to put up towards the top of the post how they can click to shop my Avon campaign 14 sales on my website, and then I want to put it at the bottom of the post. So hopefully their action after reading my blog is to go visit my e-store and make a purchase. Use social media to share links and draw in traffic. Like I mentioned before, once you post a blog article, make sure you get it out there through social media and sharing your link to your followers. Write search engine friendly articles. So you may see the terms SEO, SEF, SEM. That stands for search engine optimization, search engine friendly, and search engine marketing. So what that basically means is that you are writing an article that the search engines are going to grade as a good article to send people searching for a certain keyword. So use keywords. What I mean by that is if you're going to write an article trying to find people to shop online with you, you may want to say shop Avon online. Maybe that is your keyword phrase that you want to use, and you have to make sure that you incorporate it throughout your article. You don't want to sound like a broken record or sound like you're just writing it for the search engine, but you want the search engines to know that is the key purpose of your article. Use headings and subheadings. Also, it helps to use hyperlinks, images, bold, and italic font. So I hope you found that helpful. You can also buy the recording for how to start an Avon blog if you want more information on blogging. And I will talk to you shortly in the second portion of the training. Thank you. Welcome, makeup marketers, to the second section of tips on how to sell more Avon online. In this session, I am going to show you some things on youravon.com to help you increase online orders. First and foremost, make sure that your automated email program is turned on. We're going to go over to Web Office and go to e-store and personalization tool. Under customer preferences, here is the automated email program. You can turn on one or both of these options, campaign emails or promotional emails, and I recommend both. If you are hesitant to do this, you can start with one or the other to start out slower. Here you choose whether you want to be able to deliver orders to your customers that place orders online, or if you want them shipped directly to their house. Representative delivery means that the only portion your customer does online is place the order. You still have to actually order it from Avon. You have to collect payment, you have to pay Avon for it, and you have to deliver the shipment. Direct delivery, everything is done through the e-store. your customer places the order online, it's shipped to them directly from Avon, and it's paid for by your customer to Avon. Avon then gives you a credit on your account for the commission, and if your balance exceeds a credit of $25, Avon will do a direct deposit on the 1st and the 15th of the month anytime your credit balance is over $25. Otherwise, it will just be applied to the balance you owe Avon. Under contact information, here's some more places that you can customize, so I should definitely take advantage of that, and you guys should talk a little bit about yourselves in here. Now let's take a look at editing the actual home page of your eStore. So we go to eStore and we select Edit eStore. And any of these places that have the little square and pencil icon, you can update. So right in the middle, I like to customize it with the campaign we are on, the dates they can shop it, a coupon code, and how they can sign up on my team. So in 3 short sentences, I'm giving them lots of information. And you can watch the video on how to post the Avon brochure. It was part of our June series, so definitely check that out, and you can make your page look like this. Or you can select on that edit button and choose some of the pre-made up modules. So you can put this one in there, you can select it on this. Just click through them to see what the different types of posts are. And it's up to you what you want to have in that main screen right there. You can also update the writing here. You can change the order of the widgets in here, but I like to do it like this. I look at the phone preview and I try to have the most important ones to the top. So I like to advertise that there's free shipping with their $40 order. Believe in your business. They can click on this and give me their information if they're interested in becoming a rep. Here are my blog posts. And then we have our newsletter sign up. And then last but not least, my Twitter feed. So if you want to change any of those, you can click on the pencil icon, scroll back and forth to decide what you want to have in that window. 2 things that I definitely recommend having are the e-newsletter sign-up widget and the Believe in Your Business widget. Each of these will collect data from the people that are visiting your website if they choose to give it to you. So you do want to have those definitely somewhere on your site, and I do really like this one too. It gives them 3 different ways to shop, through your e-store, through the e-brochure, or they can do a quick item entry. All right, so while we're on the screen, let me show you the social media connections down here. You can click on this icon here and put in your username for each social media profile that you have set up. So my Facebook page is under Avon Store Rockford. You'll notice that I only put in the username. I don't put in the whole website address. So you just want to take whatever is after the / after facebook.com. Okay, and you can connect those. And now let's go back into our web office. You definitely want to take advantage of the Social Media Center. These are great posts to add into your social media routine every week, and definitely great posts to do when you're short on time, because everything is already created for you. So if I click on the Facebook share button here, I want to share it on my Avon Store Perryville page, and I can put in my own personal message there. And I can, my website will already be included in the link, so I'm not going to put a website address there, but I am going to do a couple hashtags. And share. So that was very simple. You can go through all 5 steps, each campaign, and then of course you want to come down here and see if there's any new posts. You can see if you've shared them before by looking down here. This tells you how many times you've shared and how many people saw your post as a result of those shares. Now remember that you don't have to just share each one once. You can go through and share them as many times as you'd like, and you especially want to share the popular ones more than once. So I see I have 2 more posts that I need to share, and then looks like I'm all up to date on the videos. I don't want to share the Father's Day or Mother's Day ones since we already celebrated those holidays. So that's a quick lesson on how to utilize youravon.com to get more online sales, and I will talk to you in the next section. Hey makeup marketers, Emily Seagren here. This is the 3rd section on tips on how to sell more Avon online. In this session, I'm going to show you how I use Campaign Mailer to follow up and thank my e-customers. So like I mentioned in the presentation, you can request a sample from both Consultant Depot. Their web address is just consultantdepot.com, or you can do a search for them on Google. Same with Campaign Mailer. So the web address for Campaign Mailer is campaign-mailer.com. If I were you and you're considering using a service to mail out your catalogs, like I recommend, I would request a sample from each of the companies and decide for yourself which one you want to go with. So I have already logged into my control panel for Campaign Mailer. How I decide who to mail it to is by my current e-customers. So if you do not have online buyers yet, what I would recommend is going on your different social media websites and asking if anyone wants to receive a free Avon brochure in the mail. It's a way to get your mailing list going, and obviously if they're interested in a catalog, they may be interested in buying from you. So if you do already have customers, you can go into your web office, click on this direct delivery orders down here. Avon automatically pulls up your listing of the past month of online orders. So you can see in here who has ordered from you in the past month. Now in 2014, I used to send the catalog to anyone who had ordered in the past month, so this would be my list right here. This year I decided I wanted more e-customers, more online orders, so I am mailing the catalog to anyone that has ordered in the past 2 months. So it's really up to you based on your budget and your personal preference who and how many of the catalogs you want to send to. So I would go in here and I would click on this confirmation number to receive, to copy down Vivian's address. And then I would come over here and enter her as a new contact if I don't have her in my list already. And then I would take and create a group. So you can add a group up here. Let's just say Campaign 18 e-customers, and say add. And then I can use it in my drop-down menu here and say I want to add Then I would do a search for Vivian after I have added her as a new contact. I would check next to her name and I would save her to the group. Then you decide which campaign you want to mail, and you can check that out on the schedule to figure out by your mail plan which is the best schedule to go on. You'll see over here in the contact label, I have my name, I have when they can shop the sales online, and I have 3 different coupon codes that they can use. So if they've already used Welcome and Thank You 20, they can use Avon FB 60 for 20% off their order of $60 or more. I also, of course, include my website address so they know where to go shopping. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, I think both services are wonderful. It's a great way to save time and money and increase your sales. I'll talk to you in the next section. Hey makeup marketers, welcome to the 4th section of tips on how to sell more Avon online. In this session, I am going to show you how to find out about Avon free shipping offers, discount codes, and promotional offers. So first and foremost, you definitely want to be signed up as your own customer. So go to your website, your e-store, and click on register up here. I have already registered as a customer, so I'm not going to do it, but you would put your first name, last name, email, create a password, and make sure that you leave that checked that you want to receive emails notifying you of special offers. Now, with this choice and what I'm going to show you next, it's very important that you have the automated email program turned on. If you do not have the automated email program turned on, it won't matter if you sign up or how you sign up because you're not going to get any emails. So make sure you have that turned on first. Register as a customer, and then also enter your information in the e-newsletter sign-up widget. So you would put your first name, your last name, and your email address. So that's definitely an option that you want to have on your front page because it's going to collect information from people who are interested in receiving your emails. Now, another place that you can find out about special offers is within your web office. You want to take a look at the email service center. And you can check the current emails to see if there's any specials or coupon codes that you don't know about yet. We'll give it a minute to load up here. And here we can click on campaign, or we can click on online offers. There's an offer where they get a free gift with their order. Or we can click on general here. So I can see, because I know offhand that this is the welcome and this is the thank you 20 code. So we know that those are both still good, one time each for customers for 20% off a $50 order. Okay, so you can sign up as your own customer to receive special offers through email with your automated email program turned on. You can actually go to the email service center to see if there's any new codes in there. Or you can go to inside your e-store. A lot of times there'll be a special offer either up at the top here or in one of the main pictures. So here they get a 4-piece beach bag set free with any $65 order. What a deal. And here you see the code, and here you see the expiration. So make sure, again, when you share the offer, you share the offer itself, the coupon code they need to use, the expiration date, your website address, and then add any hashtags that you want to add. One other place that you can look for special offers is Retail Me Not. Again, I see offers on here that I see nowhere else sometimes. But if you do want to find current coupon codes, this is a good place to go, and they do work on our rep sites. So here's a 20% off your order of 60 or more, and I know that the code is Avon FB60. So I know just by browsing on Facebook that this is a Facebook offer, but it will work on our rep sites. Anytime it's like a Facebook offer, it doesn't say an expiration date, it's good to put limited time only so that if it stops working, you can't be held accountable for that. I wanted to show you when you log in how you can check if a promotional offer is still valid. So I'm actually going to log in as a customer on my store. Hopefully I have the right password here. All right, good deal. So then I'm going to test that $60 code. So first I want to shop and add $60 worth of stuff to my online cart. And most times with a free gift offer, I did see this one had a code, but a lot of times with a free gift offer, they just need to make sure that they have the specified amount in their cart. So I'm just going to go to skincare because I know I can easily get over $60 with a new. And let's just shop for Ultimate. Okay, let's say we want 3 Ultimate Eye Systems. So we add those to the bag, and we're going to check out. And your customers can only use 1 coupon code at a time. So in this case, they would not be able to receive the free beach bag plus the 20% off. So let's just check our code and hit apply. And you can see the discount was applied here. If it no longer works, it will say something about invalid code. So you can always check out the codes before you promote them to your customers to make sure that they are working accurately. Okay, and so then once you know about a code, what I like to do is create a blog post about it. I'll actually show you on my e-store. I already have one up there. So here is an advertisement for coupon codes for June. And they were offering a 3-piece Skin So Soft set. So I created a blog post about the current coupon codes. And then I like to share it on social media. So if I was going to share something on Facebook, I would come over to my Facebook page. You can select how you're using Facebook. If you want to use it as your page, your personal profile, maybe a group that you admin. Let's go ahead and share about the 20% off 60 code. Make sure you specify that it is for an online order. And you definitely want to include your email or your website address on there. Then I'm going to use some hashtags. And you can scroll back and forth to see which images are available. or you can upload an image. So let's just say I wanted to upload the image for the current campaign that my website is on. I have it saved, so I'm just finding the location where I have saved the image, and actually I'm gonna post for the a new Vital Day Lotion. So we wrote the offer: receive 20% off your online order of 60 or more. I included the code. I included, my URL, and I also want to include that it's a limited time offer. So you would either include that or the expiration date, and we go ahead and publish there. Okay, so hopefully that helped you see how you can use those promo codes and coupon codes to get more customers coming to your e-store. So I will talk to you in the next section. Thank you. Hey makeup marketers, it's Emily Seagren. This is the 5th section on tips on how to sell more Avon online. In this section, I am going to cover sharing Avon on social media. So first, we are taking a look at my Twitter profile, and you'll see that I'm pretty active on Twitter, even though I never get on here. So you can see I had a post 6 hours ago, another post 6 hours ago, one 5 hours ago, and one 3 hours ago. So I actually have my 2 Facebook pages, which is Makeup Marketing Online and Avon Store Perryville, linked to Twitter so that it automatically sends updates for me whenever I post to Facebook. You'll also notice that I have about the same number of people that I'm following compared to my followers. So the idea is to make new connections every day on social media, just like you would if you were out running errands and sharing the Avon opportunity. So you want to follow people, and hopefully they will follow you back. The bigger an audience you build, the more exposure your posts will get. So let's take a look how I connected Twitter and Facebook together. You can go to facebook.com and then /Twitter. And you can see I do have these 2 pages linked, and this is my Twitter username, so it is linked correctly. And this is my personal profile. I don't really want to share that out on Twitter, so I do not have that linked. But if I wanted to, I would just click on that button right there. So nice and simple way to automate your posts and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If you're updating on Facebook, it's also sending out a tweet. So let's take a look at my customer page. And I am going to show you how you can automate, how you can schedule ahead of time your Facebook posts, so that if you have a full-time job and do Avon on the side, say you could go in Sunday or Monday, do all your posts for the week and schedule them for every day while you're at your regular job. So it comes in really handy. Right now I'm going to share a free shipping code and show you how you would schedule a post. Okay, and you should remember from one of our other trainings that there are definitely 4, maybe 5 things that you want to include when you're posting a promotional offer for your website. You want to put what the deal is, so that would be the Avon free shipping on any $25 online order. You want to share what the coupon code is, so that would be SHIP25, and then you also want to share when it expires, also your website address, okay, it looks like it was going to pull up a picture for me. Let's try that again. All right, well, for some reason it is not pulling up an image. Let me just try to go back there and try it again. There we go. You might want to try it a couple times if you're not having this box pulled up. Sometimes that happens to me on Facebook. Then you can use these arrows to see which pictures are available. And I am going to go with that first one with the manicure set on the front. So that is the 4 items, what the offer is, the coupon code they need to use, the expiration date, and your website. The 5th thing you can add are a few hashtags. I like to use hashtags about 3 to 5 for every post. You never know what people are going to be searching social media for. So let's go ahead and put Avon Rep as my 4th one. Okay, so now we can go over here, and instead of clicking on Publish, I'm going to click on this little arrow here, and I'm going to select Schedule. And let's say that we want to post it at 3 o'clock today. So we select Schedule, and there we go. So then when that posts, it will also post to my Twitter account. All right. So let's talk about a little bit about Buffer app. I want to show you how I use Buffer app to simplify my social media efforts. There are, I believe, 3 different accounts you can have on Buffer. There's a free one, which I think it only allows you to connect 1 account. There's one that you pay $10 a month for, which is the one that I do. It allows you to hook up multiple accounts. And then there's a business one as well. And I'm not quite sure on the differences on business profile type, but I'm sure you can check it out right under here once you sign up for Buffer. So here you can see I have my Avon Store Perryville, my Google Plus page, and my LinkedIn page all set up on here. And remember, anytime I post to Facebook, it will automatically go to Twitter. So let's just say I wanted to create a new post. And I know it ends in 3 days for me. So I'm going to try to create a sense of urgency here. Shop Avon campaign 16 sales, only 3 days left to shop online. Okay, and then we want to include my e-store address. So I'm going to just go up here and copy that. And then remember to paste, you can do Control V, or you can right click and select paste. Same with copying something. You can highlight the whole address, right click, select copy, or you can see the shortcut here is Control C. All right, so that also brought up a picture for me. Let's go ahead and use the picture of the brochure cover, and then we want to include some hashtags. So I would advise you to use some very generic hashtags like sale and let's say shopping. And then you can use some very specific ones like Avon and Avon campaign. The more hashtags you use, I usually stick to 3 to 5 per post, but the more you use hashtags, the better exposure your posts will get. So then we click on Add to Queue. Okay, and let's just take a look at my Facebook page queue for buffer, and it automatically defaults to putting it at the bottom. So here you can see what I just created. Shop Avon campaign 16 sales, only 3 days left to shop online. Now you do have to be careful when you put something specific in there like expiration dates, or you're advertising a certain campaign, because you do not want to, let's say only 3 days left, but my campaign 16 is actually over on the 23rd. So that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Make sure if you are using dates or talking about specific campaigns that you're using them at the right time. Now let's go all the way back to the beginning, and here's one of the cool features of Buffer. You can shuffle all of your posts. So you saw that I put it to Facebook page, Google Plus, and LinkedIn. So maybe I don't want the exact same posts on those 3 pages at the same time. So you can come up here and select Shuffle. Okay, so then it shuffled all my posts for me. Again, you need to be careful if you used any dates or any campaigns in any of your posts. Make sure they are time appropriate. All right, let's take a look at analytics. We can sort by most popular. And this is also a very neat feature from Buffer app. Let's just say most likes. Okay, so here we get a top post, and I see that it has nothing to do with dates or a campaign. This one is actually a recruiting post, and it looks like it got a pretty good reach. I have, I think, over 4,000 fans, but Facebook only shows it to less than 100 unless I decide to pay to upgrade it. So what I can do here, though, is come over to the right-hand side, and I can say rebuffer this post. It pulls up exactly what you had already published, and you can add it to queue. So that way you don't always have to come up with new material. There's nothing wrong with sharing the same post a few different times, because most likely you are going to reach different audiences with each post. So this would be another one I would go through and add to queue. All right. So hopefully you get a little idea of how you can use Buffer to simplify things for you. Let's take a look at the schedule here. And here we can select which days we want it to post for us, and we can also select the times. So if I wanted to add another time, I would come in here and set it to, let's say, like 11 p.m. Now it's going to post for me every Monday, every day actually, at 10, 12, 8, and 11. So you can adjust those, and I actually picked the times based on when my audience is usually online. So I looked at my Facebook insights for that, and I found which times are most popular for my audience. So let me show you that. I believe I've shown it in another training course, but we'll go back and look at it again. So let's click on our Avon Store Perryville page here. And I want to look at Insights. And then under Posts. Okay, so that gives us time ranges for each day of the week. But you can see, I should probably change this to 9 a.m. because it looks like it's a little busier than 8 a.m. And then you'll see a little peak at noon, and then all the way down here is 8 p.m. So that's handy information and one way that you can use it to determine when you want to schedule your posts and for what time. Alrighty. And then my final tip for you in this section is to continue networking on your social media websites. Be sure to list your profiles your website links in profiles on your social media pages. Try to connect with 3 to 5 new social media contacts a day. If you're really motivated, go for 10. But slow and steady works here as well. Try to connect with 3 to 5 new people so you don't get put in Facebook jail or something like that. I'm surprised. I've never actually been in Facebook jail, but I've heard plenty about it, and I don't think I want to go there. So I am being sarcastic. It is when you request too many people all at one time, and then Facebook flags it and kicks you out for a few days. So that's definitely a reason you don't want to build too fast. But you can come in here and select Find Friends. And Facebook will actually pull up people that you might have other people in common with. So let's see. Let's go back to my profile page. Okay, and look at friends. And then you can search for friends here. You can also use, there's this drop-down menu. It gives you people down here that you may know because you probably have mutual friends. Someone who has 100 mutual friends as me, that's probably someone that I want to connect with. So I send a friend request. I think that it's important to connect with other Avon representatives just to support one another and see different ideas from other reps. And I don't think there's anything wrong with connecting with one another. But you definitely don't want all Avon reps because then you won't have any sales or recruits. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to talking to you in the next section. Hello, makeup marketers. Welcome to your last section of tips on how to sell more Avon online. So we are going to recap our top 6 tips that we covered in the beginning of the presentation. I'm going to share some of my favorite reps and groups to be a part of on Facebook, and then we are going to close it out. So let's recap our top 6 tips. Number 1, start an Avon blog to share info on promotions, products, the opportunity, recognition, and tips. Tip number 2, use your Avon Store, also known as Avon catalogs, as ultimate selling tools. Offer those 3 opportunities: to buy from you face-to-face, to buy from you online, and to sign up on your team. Tip number 3, take advantage of Avon free shipping, discounts, and promotional offers. Make sure you market those on social media, write blog posts about them, share them every place that you can. Tip number 4, customize your Avon website to draw in more traffic and encourage online shopping. Make sure you have those 2 important widgets posted. E-newsletter sign-up widget and Believe in Your Business widget. And then if you took the class on how to post the Avon brochure, make sure you're consistently updating that information every other week when the campaign switches over. Tip number 5, promote your Avon business and social media frequently and consistently. So remember, your posts are not going to show to everyone that has friended you, fanned you, or liked you. So you definitely want to be consistent and do it more than once a day if you have time. Tip number 6, be sure to cross-link your websites, blogs, and social media profiles. Always give them a call to action at the end of your blog posts. You want them to buy from you. You want them to sign up on your team. You want them to follow you on social media. You always want to make sure that they somehow subscribe to you so that they're consistently receiving your message and not just seeing it by chance. All right, so let's take a look at some of my favorite reps to follow. There are so many more than this, and all the seniors are great that I have met, senior executives that is, and you can find all of the great ones by looking at the authors from the View from the Top books. So if you are unfamiliar with who the top sellers and top leaders are in Avon, a good place to find a lot of those names is in the View from the Top books. The authors of those books, they're all great, successful representatives who have made it to the top. Just some ones to follow I have listed here. If they have a group that's on Facebook, I have listed the title of the group on here. Make sure you definitely check for our Makeup Marketing Online group if you're not a part of that already. I definitely love all of these groups. I think they all have something special to offer, and they're all kind of focused on different topics. So be sure to check out the groups, and a lot of them also do free conference calls. Molly Stone Bibb, Teresa Paul, Lisa Wilbur, those are just some that I know do weekly or bi-weekly calls. So definitely want to check that out and absorb as much information from these great leaders as we can. Last thoughts, July training series. If you have not signed up for the whole month, remember you can by using the coupon code ALL4, and that should be all together there, ALL4, no space, to get $5 off for the month since you've already signed up for this training. Our next week's session will be Automate Your Marketing. After that, how to convert visitors into buyers. And then the very last session of July, how to recruit reps online. And you can find all of the information for the live trainings, the recordings, the DVDs, and workbooks by going to makeupmarketingonline.com/Avon-training. Be sure to connect with me, Makeup Marketing Online, all over Facebook and on my other social media sites as well. I enjoy connecting with other reps, and I hope you have a wonderful campaign, month, and year. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.